It's game week. What it do? It's time for the morning run. BiggDogg Chico, yours truly, Uncle Neely. It's Deuce the Scoop's birthday. Ain't no telling if he gonna come to work at all. We don't know. But we got WNBA action with our special guest, Jerica Thomas. Also, Travis Hunter scores his first touchdown. Travis, it's the morning run.
Runners, mount up. Shouts out to all of my people checking in. Good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is in your time. Hello to you. Appreciate you joining in with us on the morning run. 7 a.m. Hawaii time, 11 a.m. Mountain time, 12 noon Central, and 1 p.m. Eastern time. We have you covered from across the nation. Going to go over some college football scores, NFL scores, any other sports news culture that you have. Put it in the chat. Right now, we have a special guest joining us, as Uncle Neely just alluded to right there and told you guys, got a WNBA champion joining the room. All right. So y'all get ready to say happy birthday to Dukes. Put a happy birthday in the chat for Dukes the damn scoop as he checks in with us. Right now, let's bring him in ATL before we get into the scores. Let's give a happy damn birthday to Dukes the scoop. Give it in. Give it up for him. Give it up for him. Happy birthday to you. That's the black folk version right there. The black folk version.
To you. Happy birthday.
I love being the ninja to break that out here in Hawaii when anybody's singing happy birthday. And I should have did it last. I didn't do it last night, but a happy birthday to Duke Scoop. How you doing, brethren?
You can hear me?
Nope.
What's up?
There you go. Happy birthday.
Chico, you was scared to be black last night?
It slipped me last night. It slipped me last night. And then we were in a restaurant, so maybe I didn't want to be all ignorant.
See, right there. You told the truth came out.
Oh. But he froze right there. But look, as I tell the truth, I also met a young brother sitting back there looking nice, had a nice little date next to him. And we being all loud, so I had to apologize to the brother. I said, apologize. But I didn't realize he was black, so I looked at him. Oh, what's up, man? How you doing, man? Where you from? Mississippi. Get the fuck. Had to go ask him again. What part of Mississippi you from, dog? Just in case it's Jackson. He said, no, I'm from Utica, Mississippi. Did I say that right?
I guess today it's from Utica, Mississippi.
Get out of here. Yep, that's right. Shit. Dang, that's crazy. Small damn world.
World.
Shout out to the young brother last night.
All that you were still scared to be black. You get your own restaurants acting damn food. Get over there, don't want to say nothing.
Dukes, how you doing on your birthday, man?
I'm cool.
You cool. You ain't do nothing yet? You ain't hit the wings up yet?
I had a pop for KFC.
My Ninja Dukes. From KFC.
Man, you know they got them 100 barbecue wings back. So that's why I went. They sold out, though. The 100 barbecue wings with the wedges.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cole Prime.
Yeah.
Sound like an Eagle birthday cake right there. A birthday meal.
Hey, Duke.
Yep.
Man, we sat right here on Friday morning.
We did.
And tried to tell them, mybookie.ag, go ahead and get your groove on and fund your account because it was going to be some upsets brewing. We tried to tell them.
Mm-hmm.
Tried to tell them, Duke.
Yeah, we tried to tell them. Hey, it's that time of year.
I said, look, I'm my LSU guy. I said, but Vanderbilt, that's the way to go.
Man, you know what's crazy? I don't even know how much of an upset that was if we was really paying attention.
It wasn't in football terms. It was in Vegas terms.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
Like we were sitting back looking at it. That's one of those ones that where, you know, we get on the conference call and say, hey, what's going on? Hey, let's stay away from that one. Like, you know what I mean? Like, hey, let's stay away from that one. That one look a little tricky. And shout out to Vanderbilt, man. Clark Lee, he's gonna be a guy who's gonna. A lot of people think he could be up for the Auburn job if Hugh Freeze loses that spot. He's gonna be a candidate for Florida. He's a guy built that program back up to the left from the level that James Franklin left it at. after he had 2 back-to-back 9-win seasons. This year, it looks like Vanderbilt would have to implode not to have 9 wins. And that roster is built for success. They play hard. So, for sure, man. But a lot of upsets, right?
Yeah.
You know what? Was in the Georgia, I think we talked about that. Like, Ole Miss was higher ranked than Georgia, but it ended up being an upset. I just think college football now with the parity, and we always talk about it with the parity of the transfer portal, you just don't know. You got to line it up every week. You got to line it up.
That's a fact.
And then you have Florida.
I was going to say it started off, just to give you guys a overview of it. Number 19, Louisville upset number 9, Miami, 24-21 earlier on Friday night. Then,
Miami was 2 at the time.
Well, yeah. Well, they're not number 9 right now. Vanderbilt over LSU 31-24. Georgia Tech over Duke 27-18. Michigan over Washington 24-7. Indiana holding strong, beat Michigan State 38-13. Oklahoma 26-7 over South Carolina. Georgia 43-35 over Ole Miss. Ohio State blew out Wisconsin 34-0. 26-22 Arizona State over Texas Tech. That's a big one. Texas A&M over Arkansas 45-42. Oregon over Rutgers 56-10. Virginia over Washington State 22-20. Texas 16-13 over Kentucky. South Florida over Florida Atlantic. USC lost to Notre Dame 34-24. Alabama 37-20 over Tennessee. Auburn dropped to Missouri 17-23. Cincinnati over Oklahoma State 49-17, and BYU 24-21 over Utah. Talk about some of those games that stood out, guys.
Man, the one that stood out to me is you win a game and still get fired.
Speak on it.
Yeah, that was
Mississippi State.
Yeah, them books was already cooked, my brother. It was over. There was a report that came out that I missed. They said Barstool made a report last week that said that the funding and boosters at Florida were threatening to pull their support from Billy Napier, and they went, even though they won. Now they probably should have lost. Shout out to Makai Burrow from the South Side of Atlanta for making that play at the end, but they ended up winning. And Coach Napier, after the press conference, you could hear it. He said, they asked him about his job. He said, I'm going to enjoy this win tonight. I'm going to hug my family. I'm going to put my feet up. I said, yeah, but it sounds like he's finna walk the plank. Bless him. And I don't feel too bad for I hate to say this all the time, but man, it's hard for me to be too sentimental about somebody making $20 million to go home.
No, I ain't shed no pun intended crocodile tears over it. But when you look at Mississippi State, who now is right at the 2-year mark since they won the SEC game. This coming weekend will be 2 years since they last won the SEC game. You'd think that's one of those hot seat ones. But the Florida Mississippi State game where the Florida wins and their coach get fired. And then my other one that I was watching and was a good takeaway from the weekend from a parity standpoint is UAB upsets number 22 Memphis. And that's right after firing, their head coach. So the interim coach gets a big ranked win, over Memphis. Probably, I don't have the stats in front of me. I had to imagine it's been some years since UAB beat somebody ranked in this kind of situation. So shout out to UAB getting that statement win over a ranked Memphis, and we'll see what Mississippi State does next week. But that could be another one opening up before the season ends, because 2 years not winning the conference game is a mofo.
Yeah, and it's crazy, and that's just the pressure in the SEC. Now, one thing about it, Jeff Levy gonna figure out how to score some points. It's just is he the CEO? So I don't know. Like you said, they could get to the point where they say, all right, you had that one win against Arizona State, but what have you done for me lately? Who's that? Janet Jackson?
You done for me lately? You know the song. You know it. Like you don't know it.
Janet Jackson.
Should leave it up to Uncle Neely to sing it and perform it. But UAB's last ranked opponent that they won against October 2021 when they beat the BYU Cougars of all people.
Oh, I forgot.
They
Well,
were
you want
ranked
to
number
talk about
13.
UAB. Go. Sorry.
I just had to
Yeah.
bring that up while y'all put it out there. You said
No,
you
my
didn't know
bad.
when,
My
so
bad.
there
Let's
you
talk
go.
about. No, I'm just saying. My bad. I missed that, Chico. Let's talk about these Blazers.
Well, look, our coach leaves, and then they come and beat a ranked team. Did the coach have that much impact? Y'all think like Trent Difford was that damn terrible, or did they just, come together and
Chico,
finally what?
we gonna he back to you as the former Blazer. What are sources saying, Chico?
Hey man, I ain't speak to no sources. I didn't tap into any sources. I was just going to ask my two esteemed panelists, guests, co-hosts right here.
Okay.
Very knowledgeable about college football and these coaches hiring and things like that.
So you don't want to
So,
touch it. You want to smile and make your eyes close. Hell, you damn right. Like you have.
Can I finish?
You had your chance to finish. You didn't.
Well, hell, here's your chance to finish. Then you go ahead. Then
he hit back to you, and then you want to hear it again. So hell,
man,
no,
this is man's birthday. You want to argue on this man's birthday? Go ahead, then,
I'm
dog.
telling you can't finish.
Go ahead, dog.
Why you putting me in it, Chico?
Hold up.
I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Hold up, man. Let me go. Let me do this. Let me get right here. You go ahead, then, player, since you want to talk. Go.
You wanted to ask a question, so clearly you don't want to talk. So let me stand in the gap because you don't want to do nothing. Because I guess your UAB buddy's watching. Chico, like I told you,
I brought it up.
Like I told you before, I don't think you got a situation where a guy get out there and just refuse to do his job. Mm-hmm. But I do believe you have situations where a guy get out there and do his job a little bit harder. Pause for somebody else. And so when you don't like your head coach or your position coach or a guy comes in that you do like, I believe it lights a little fire. And I believe the UAB wanted to get this win for this coach. His son, what's his dad's name? Used to be broadcasting business.
It ain't no.
Damn, I just heard it last night. What's his new coach name? Goodness gracious.
Come on, man. His dad was on ESPN for in the day.
Was it Mortensen?
Chris Morton. Yep.
Bam. Man, you had to have some motivation, man. Let's get coach this win, man. Let's dig a little deeper. We're going against a ranked team. We ain't supposed to win. Just let our head coach go. Didn't know how to talk to us, was an ass. Let's get one for Mort, man.
Yeah.
Let's rise
Alex
up.
Mortensen. He was the offensive coordinator, elevated to interim head coach for the remainder of the season. Have galvanized the team a little bit, and now they're playing football.
Chico, did you have the same coach the whole time you was at UAB, or did y'all have a coach change?
It's been about 20 years I haven't spoken on the coach. But you know what I mean? I'm not going to ish on his name. I'm just going to say, yeah, we had the same coach. We had the same damn coach. So shout out to Coach Watson Brown. But had we had a different coach, I could have seen how we could have kind of gotten behind that and really came together, galvanized, and played some football. But we had the same coach the whole time. That was the one that brought me into the office and said, "Hey man, I just, you're killing our DBs, but I just don't know what to do with you. You don't know what to do with me."
Yeah, all you do is put on baby oil in the locker room and flex and make videos. I think you're more interested in videos than football. You're locking people in the damn lockers. You're picking on the little ones. You're just a video bully.
This man said I put on baby oil and flex it.
You never showed the video, Chico.
I did. You left. You left last week.
You
did.
You did.
Yeah, that's why. Yep.
Oh, okay.
He did.
You put on.
Yeah, man, just make up your mind. If you want to do video of football, I'm gonna support you either way, Chico.
Chico,
hey man, what do y'all think about change the subject? What about Indiana football? Indiana ranked number 2 right now.
Dog. Just stopped playing football after you left. What about that?
That's a fact. They did. We could talk about that another time, though, man. But shout out to the UAB Blazers. Hopefully, they continue to win some football games. First ranked one since 2021, since they beat BYU. And hopefully, like I said, they continue this up. But if we talk about some more college football teams, Indiana is still interesting to me. Their coach just got a huge extension. They're playing ball. Shout out to Khalil Benson, played with the Buffs last season. He's balling out there, still playing that right tackle position. Talk to me about the Hoosiers, man. They're going to be a perennial powerhouse now.
You know, man, dudes, Chico, dudes, we're at that point in the season. Just about everybody's had a bye now. You know, maybe one more week and everybody have one. So after next week for sure, we're at that point in the season. You are what your record says you are, and there's only 6 undefeated teams left: Texas A&M, BYU, Georgia Tech, Ohio State, Navy, Indiana. Out of the hundreds of people playing college football, you got 6 left, and Indiana's one of them again. They are who they are, man. They are who they are. They have a hell of a coach. I love the way the Penn State job opening was leveraged to go ahead and get him, you know, an extension and more money. You're probably going to just see that same thing with Ole Miss and Kiffin and some others. You know, as their names continue to be mentioned in the rumor mill for that job, what a good position to be in to get your coins up where you are. But with 6 undefeated teams remaining, man, and you one of them, you know, everybody else want to be you. I'll tell you that.
Man, he know how to pick a quarterback, dog. Like nobody was really like he went and got Mendoza from Cal last year, and now and you look at the quarterback that he brought from James Madison, like he's hitting on quarterbacks, and that's what you got to do. When you hit on your quarterback, and then the system works, but he's shown that it works everywhere he's been. He had one of the quotes. He tapped into Coach Prime in one of the press conferences. He said, "Hey, Google me, I win."
I would tell you this, Dukes, about his quotes, and I don't have no personal problem with them. I have a problem with the double standard. If Coach Prime said half the stuff that man said, that's all we'd be able to talk about.
For sure.
He lets them roll. Though. He talks like a WWE promo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but he's backing it up. He undefeated.
He know ball, and man, I had.
He went to Oregon, right? That game was in Oregon.
Yeah, I thought he went out there.
Yeah, went to Oregon, got a win. Like he's got some quality wins.
Yeah, nah, he ain't playing. Sig does it, and even that James Madison, the guys that he chose to take with him, and the guys that he chose to keep from that recruiting class at Indiana, he only picked a select few that were going to be able to stay because he realized, and we didn't hear a lot about this, but he had a huge roster turnover as well when he got the Indiana job. I think Indiana that year may have been 3-9 at the most when he got Indiana, and there was a running back that he had from around my way, and he talked to him so bluntly and so plainly. He said, "Listen, I want you to come here to play, but I can't chase you."
Dog.
No nonsense type guy, man. I ain't playing no games with you.
I want you to come play, but I can't chase you. I got a ton of things to do right now.
Yeah, my knee bad. I can't run into nobody. Dukes, another thing I love about him, man, is the bet on yourself mentality. You know, something you and I talked about, you know, just about a year ago. 2007, he was Bama's wide receiver coach, making 170. 2009, he was still Bama's wide receiver coach, now making 200. In 2010, he was Bama wide receiver coach and went to 250. So his time at Bama was between 07 and 10, 3-year window, 4-year window, you want to call it that, and went from 170 to 250. Well, when he didn't get a job as a head coach at a Power 5, he said, you know what, I'm going to go down. Mm-hmm. In 2011, he went to IUP, head coach, 125. So took a 50% pay cut. 2022 went up to 425. That's an 11-year window where he bet on himself now and went to James Madison at 425. 2023, James Madison at 677. And then 2024, head coach at Indiana at $4.5 million, and now head coach at Indiana for $11.6. My point to all that is a lot of people say they want to do stuff in their career path, but how many people will take 2 steps back in a big-ass pay cut for a decade to get where they're really trying to go?
That's right.
That's balls.
You ain't lying. Congrats to him, man. Continue doing your thing, dog, and continue recruiting that way. Tell him, hey, man, you coming, you coming. If not, I got another one waiting on you. I got another waiting over there. What you want to do?
What's up, Chico? Do the ladies out there the Big Island?
Good thing I'm not on the Big Island. Shout out to all my people out there on the Big Island. Love Hilo. I'm out here on I'm out here on Oahu. Shout out to T Braves 808. And once again, this is Dukes the Scoop birthday. Y'all put a happy birthday in the chat one time for my dog, Dukes the Scoop, man.
Hey, let me tell y'all something, man. Put it on me, man. Put it on me, Chico.
Oh, here we go.
Words is one thing. We appreciate HBD in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
I need some supers for my man Deuce the Scoop birthday. I don't care if it's $1.99, $20.99 to his actual birthday or $41.99. I don't even know if that's true or not. Man, y'all give my man some supers on his birthday, man. Man, work hard, get up every day, doing his damn thing.
Talk ish.
Let's send that man. Let's send that man to Magic City to get some wings tonight.
No.
I need some supers in the chat for Duke's birthday.
Super. Send that man to Magic damn City. Shout out to Big Magic. You know. Marty sent one in from Canada. They'll take that to Magic City, Dukes. Chico don't take most of it on the split. Damn. I ain't read that part.
Sure, Chico.
I ain't read that part. Let's go to Big Beast Franklin. How about that? That's better. Indiana, NBA, NFL, WNBA, NCAAF. That's football. Naptown, stand up. Hold on, Naptown in the building.
Damn, Kevin Whitaker. I appreciate that, Dennis.
I'm not talking about Dennis.
Dennis chipping in and Bruce. Oh, now Dennis, appreciate it.
Mofo.
Hey, man, appreciate y'all. Hey, Chico, go scroll up to Kevin Whitaker.
You gotta stop at C Everett one time for your mind.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Happy birthday, Dukes.
Happy birthday, brother.
Man, I appreciate that.
What was the name again, Dukes?
Man, Kevin Whitaker, man. They say he lost his brother this weekend.
Love y'all show. I'm also asking that y'all keep my family in prayers. I suddenly lost my brother over the weekend and it hurt so bad.
Man, prayers to you, man.
Yeah, prayers to you, man.
17, man. A friend, love it at all time, but a brother is born for adversity. Man, you got 3 brothers left, dog. We got your back.
What's love, brother? What's love, man? Sorry to hear that, man.
Radio Raheem. No, that was boys that you got. Hey, man,
Chico,
we got a great guest getting ready to come on.
Chico, we got to say prayers up, man. We sending prayers right now.
I did say prayers up once again.
That big ass cheesy ass smile, though, like just.
I told you I've gotten. I see it happens again. I've gotten in trouble for smiling in the wrong times. I'm sorry if I'm smiling at the wrong time. It's definitely not about this. Like I wasn't smiling at Radio Raheem when Unc got offended that
I ain't got offended. I got mad. I got pissed. I got mad. Choke your ass. Man, these birthday, man, these super chats rolling in for the birthday. Chico, our guest, man, is in the green room, man. Let me tell y'all something. Shout out to Utica, Mississippi.
That's right.
Man, if you can go from Utica to London with the Olympics, now be with the Las Vegas Aces, championship Aces, influencing the team. You know, not only will you train them, they take on your characteristics and behaviors and quote you at press conferences. Man, we got Jerica Thomas, Las Vegas Aces joining us this morning. Bring on in this thing, man.
Yes, indeed. Jerica, thank you for joining us.
Can't hear you. Y'all got it?
Audio is not picking up on Jerica's end. Let's see if we can bring her out and take her out and bring her back in. How about that? Like your mama used to say back in the day, I brought you in, I'll take you out. Hey, for real, mom, you gonna commit, you gonna hurt, you gonna kill? Yeah. Happy birthday, Duke. Get in the chat. We're gonna
get her audio. We're gonna get her audio situated, bring her right back. Las Vegas Aces just won championship. They had the parade a couple of days ago. We're gonna make sure that audio is up to code. Meanwhile, the birthday is rolling in.
Hey, Unc, man, if you can win the championship, how would you celebrate?
I would be somewhere between J.R. Smith I'm talking about behavior-wise.
All I remember him doing was running around with his shirt off.
You think about between like in a sandwich. I'm talking about like shirt off drunk.
Chico, you said what'd you remember of all that?
See, that's my point. You saw that?
What everybody remembered? Same thing.
Come on, man. Bring Jerica in, man. See if this audio works.
Jerica's back. Let's see if we can get it right. Maybe if I go out, she'll.
I hear her.
Can you hear me?
We got you. Now we got to let Chico wait to see. There you go. Jerica, what to do, boo?
What's up? What's up? I'm good. How are you?
We cannot complain on this end. Appreciate you taking the time to join us. Know y'all had the big parade, the big victory parade celebrating the championship.
Yeah.
I would probably still be hungover right now, but we appreciate you taking the time.
It's a struggle. But I'm here. Thanks for having me.
You're more than welcome. I got to start right here. Speaking of the championship, I know we're going to get into your background and how you got there, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay.
When I'm watching the post-game press conference and I see Asia Wilson pull out the tambourine and shout you out and saying, hey, Jerica is the reason we had the tambourine. Talk to us about how all of that happened and galvanized the team.
Like all season, it's been a struggle, right? So I think it was like late June, early July when we started to kind of go through that stinker a little bit. I was like, you know what? If we win a championship, it deserves a Holy Ghost praise. You understand me? A Holy Ghost praise. And so I was joking with my my colleagues. I was like, you know, if we win a championship, I'm bringing a tambourine, just so y'all know. So just so I prepare y'all, I'm going to shout on the court floor. Okay. And so we were in Phoenix and we were going into the second game. And I was like, uh-oh, this may be a sweep. So I ordered a tambourine to the hotel. And I was like, you know, A is having a year. So let me make it pink, you know, just for her. So I got to the arena. The tambourine hadn't been delivered yet. And so as soon as I made it, the second bus was coming. So I had somebody grab it for me because it made it to the front desk. And at halftime, I snuck it in our trainer's kit. And once we won, I pulled it out and handed it to her.
Yeah.
Reno. I love it.
Hey, Jerica, I got to ask you this. Now, it seemed like with that tambourine, it seemed like you grew up Baptist or holiness or something. So I was gonna ask you, when the spirit hits, are you more of a runner or a run in place?
I'm a run in place person.
Okay.
I'm a run in place. Keep my feet light footwork.
Yeah.
You know yeah.
It's a difference. Okay.
Yeah.
She no ball for sure.
Yeah. Sometimes when you start running, you may run into a wall. So, you know.
Well, you know, if you run into a wall, there's nobody better to get you back up to playing shape than yourself with everything you know about getting people back on the floor. But tell us this, Jerica. I mean, you know, hometown Utica, Mississippi.
Yeah.
Went over to the London Games and the Olympics, now to Vegas. Just talk about that career path and how you ended up with the Las Vegas Aces.
So I started out with track volunteering back in 2016, 17, somewhere in there. And I was able to do training for the Olympic guys like all over the world. So I was based in Florida for a long time. And it was getting to a point where I kind of felt like I was getting stagnant in that space, you know, but I wasn't ready to leave track just yet. So a friend of mine who's from Shibuya, Mississippi, she kept texting me saying, hey, you deserve to be in the league, you know, like throw your resume in, but I wasn't ready yet. And so Vegas had an opening and she texted me the link and said, hey, you should apply. So begrudgingly at that time, I was like, okay, whatever. I'll just throw my name in the hat. And from there, I think I threw in my resume on a Friday. I got a text on Monday saying, hey, we're going to interview you. And the process went from there. And I ended up in Vegas. That was in 24 last year.
Jerica, as lead rehabilitation specialist.
Yeah.
All right, so I grew up in Atlanta, and when Dominique Wilkins tore his Achilles, it was like, oh my, he'll never play again. Oh my goodness, it was, you know, they were talking 18-month recovery. Now you see people talking about 9 months, like 9 to 12 months, and I actually tore my Achilles, so I know how hard it is. Can you talk about the advancements in medicine and what you've seen as a rehabilitation specialist that allows you guys to get people back so fast versus how it used to be?
Of course. So the surgical techniques have changed. So look through the course of history, our understanding of what's the most efficient way to go about the surgery and then when to initiate rehab. So back in the day, rehab processes would start maybe a little bit later, or we were very conservative on the front end. So there'll be a lot of no-nos, don't do's, we shouldn't try. Whereas now, with the curiosity of a lot of scientists and a lot of therapists, we're trying to push the edge a little bit. So where we wouldn't try to, let's say, work on movement or work on like loading, right now we're loading faster, we're moving sooner, and with that, the tissues is able to adapt a little bit faster. And so you're seeing people return to the court and return to the field a little bit sooner.
Wow.
Yeah, on the football side, one thing I've noticed with coaches, position coaches or the head coach himself in particular, nobody understands how much the coaches lean on the training staff for information about players, because the amount of time that y'all spend with them, dialogue, getting them ready, understanding what their energy is, if they're showing up to stuff on time, the relationships you build with them, which is a lot of times you see when a big play happens, one of the first people a player runs to is somebody from the strength and conditioning staff celebrate. Talk about like your relationship, professional and personal, with the folks you've coached, because they know you're there to bring the best out of them.
Yeah. I got to give my first shout out to all the coaches I work with in track. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with the setup for track and field. A lot of the coaches are independent. They kind of work out on islands by themselves. And so I had the privilege of working with Lance Brahman, Dennis Mitchell, Raina Ryder, with their athletes. And so they're very protective and very particular about their athletes. And so with that, you have to kind of cultivate a relationship. And so I use my Utica principles, you need a village to bring out the best in every athlete. And so we can only get that if I trust you, you trust me, and the athlete trusts me, right? So I was able to cultivate that skill set there. And then in basketball, I brought it over. And Becky is a player first kind of coach. So she understands what goes on in the training room. She understands what goes on the court. And she also understands the importance of trust and relationship. So when I got here, she was like, I respect you enough to let you do what you do in your space, but also let me do what I do in my space, and we can kind of come in and meet in the middle, right? So growing up in Utica, relationships are very much so how you kind of barter your services, right? And when I got here, it was very important for me to like relate to the girls a little bit. And because of that, they start to trust you. They start to kind of like listen to your guidance a little bit, because sometimes it's hard. Like, who are you coming in to tell me like what to do or how to do it when I haven't seen you do anything just yet, right? So you start to stack in small conversations. So you kind of stack the trust here, and then they start to kind of believe you a little bit. So you kind of introduce some of your thought processes into their schemes, and they may gain something from it, and then before you know it, they're trusting you a little bit more. And because of that, now I know how to advocate for you to coach, and I also know how to advocate for coach to the athlete, creating like a more symbiotic relationship. You kind of see it on the court.
Yeah, love that.
So Tim Grover, formerly of Chicago Bulls and Michael Jordan, and he was Jordan's trainer, and he talked about him all the time. They had a 15-year relationship, and and even after Jordan retired, Tim Grover was the guy. Ended up training Kobe, and it was that symbiotic relationship that they had, where Jordan even paid Grover not to train anybody else at one point in time. Asia Wilson is considered to be the female Michael Jordan of our era. She is in the GOAT conversation, and a lot of people feel like she's the greatest of all time. What's it like developing a relationship like that? See, I know who Tim Grover is because of Jordan, and now his celebrity has taken on a life of his own.
Yeah.
Have you seen it's like, I know you probably like not wanting to be in the forefront, but how is it being right next to being the person who gets the best player ever ready? Like, how is that?
I mean, it's a blessing. It's also a team effort, though. So, I mean, I'm in the trenches with two other providers, Brian and Sierra. I want to give them a shout out for sure. It's surreal, she's so humble and so easy to work with, that you kind of forget her elite status sometimes. She's such a Southern belle, tried and true, and so that's easy to relate to. But when you're getting her ready, it's just like, yo, she is so good. Like, she is. Asia Wilson is so good and probably requires the least amount of maintenance, I'm blown away every day we get to work with her. She's so influential, but also just so doggone good.
Right.
She's so good. But it's a blessing. I'm honored to be here. Such a privilege. You never think that they're going to say your name on any platform. You're never really looking for it, honestly. But for her to remember us and remember me in that moment meant a lot.
Mhm.
It goes a long way. It also, increases your notifications on the internet, and you're like, Jesus, this girl has a reach. But it's pretty cool. It's also helpful to see somebody of this status, and you see all the research and all of the tactics that people try to do to get people this great. And you look at her and you go, "Oh, she hasn't even received half of what people are talking about, and she's this good."
Mm.
hmm
Wow.
Jerica, where were you during the press conference when she said your name and had the tambourine? Did you see it later? Did you see her live?
I didn't even see it. Like sometimes during a press conference, I'm still working. So the
Yeah.
girls are going to the conference, and I'm in the back working. So I didn't even know she said it until we were done celebrating. Somebody sent me the link and said, "Hey, like, did you give her the tambourine?" And I was like, "Yeah, how you know?" And so they sent me the press conference. And so we were back there celebrating. I wasn't looking at a press conference. I wasn't looking at an interview. I was just living in the moment, still shouting probably.
What's it like having to work in Vegas where a lot of people go to vacation? I know you worked in Florida and a lot of people go vacation there, but Vegas is always
Yeah.
the strip is always lit. What's it like? Like, did you have to manage your time? Did you have to balance certain things out? What was it like? What's it like working for one of the premier franchises in Las Vegas?
It's dope. It's dope. I mean, you have to manage your time. There's a lot to get into. There's a lot of distractions if you but the organization, how they set everything up, is really easy to separate, pleasure from work. So it's easy to lock in. Everybody around you is locked in, so it's easy to lock in. But I try to go to a show every chance I get.
Okay.
It's live, but the strip is a strip, and when you need to kind of chill out, you kind of go outside the strip. So that's kind of where I hang out. Still a country girl at heart.
Real
City is
quick,
still too much for me. Yeah.
real quick, your favorite show since you've been out there?
Now listen, don't judge me.
Okay.
It's probably the Babyface.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
they know all
Kenneth.
about.
All
It's
right.
Babyface.
Yeah.
Babyface concert. Babyface can still move a little bit.
Favorite Babyface song?
Oh, one he wrote or one he sang? Whip
Either.
appeal.
1 and 1. Okay. Yeah.
Whip appeal. Yeah. Whip appeal.
So yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Just I would
You like
sing it
that?
for
You
you,
like
but
that extended
my
version,
focus.
not the radio
Yeah.
version. Yeah,
Yeah, the extended version, because I get
yeah,
my lungs warmed up.
yeah. It's
I
extended.
would sing you a tune a little bit, but
Hey, well, you might you got a lot of people coming to town. Jackson State play Grambling in Vegas this weekend.
yes, they do. I got a lot of people coming in town. I'm excited for it. However, my dad has summoned me to meet him in Houston for a family getaway, and I'm like,
Girl, your daddy saved you.
yeah.
Like, you don't want to have to play hostess to all the people. Everybody blowing you up. That's the time. That's when everybody coming. It's the time you should leave.
I kind of miss the HBCU culture. You don't really get to experience it a lot with the places I've been. So
Yeah.
anytime I get a chance to sit down in it, I would love to.
So you worked in track. Now you're in basketball. Where do you see? So a lot of people, when we talk about football, track
Yeah.
is the number one secondary sport. For basketball, would you say it would be track, or what's something else, whether male or female? What's another sport that would really help, like as far that you see in similarities that can
Yeah.
help you athletically in basketball?
Volleyball.
Volleyball. Nice.
Volleyball. Yep. Yep. A lot of the girls have, especially your post players, they have history with volleyball.
What is it about the game of volleyball that helps them kind of translate into basketball?
Defending. So defending at the net helps you defend at the basket. You
Mm.
learn how to go straight up with both hands. You're reactive, you're quick, you can time things, your timing is there. Your reaction is there to just kind of go vertical.
All right. I ain't think about it.
Yeah.
You touched on the challenge of when you're new somewhere, getting players to take advice from somebody they've never seen do it, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's about an hour before practice, a couple people coming in early, ball out there. Be like, hey, come in, let me show you something.
No, these girls are good. Like my skills don't compare. Show you something. I show you in a training room. I can't show you on the court what they don't already know.
You put the jump in one of them face now.
Maybe a practice player, not the girls though.
Chico?
Now we can't hear you, Chico. You done told your team move.
Sorry about that. I was just going to say you didn't get into the training because of, I think, your sports background. It was because you said you had more interest in the movement and of the body.
Yeah.
Can you explain that?
Yeah. So when I was younger, Mississippi, there's not much to do but, basketball or track, right? Honestly, from where I'm from. And not having resources, you don't really understand the sport, or you don't understand like what you can do or what it can become. So track for us was just a pastime. I lost my mom when I was younger, so they put me in sports to just keep me occupied. Didn't really take it serious. I was much of a nerd, according to my family, but I thought I was a cool kid. So with that,
Most
I
nerds
was
do.
interested. Pardon?
Most nerds do think they cool, so that just
I mean, I am cool, right? But I played basketball all my life. My senior year, I think one of my college coaches came down, passing through Utica to get to New Orleans, stopped, offered me a track scholarship. I was like, shoot, I can do that. I'll miss less school. I can go to PT school. That'd be fine. So I did track on a whim. And just like had a knack for learning movement. And I understood that as an athlete, nobody sat down and taught me actually like how to be efficient with moving. Like nobody taught me.
Yeah.
They just said, go do it. And they just kind of cherry picked who was better at it. I just didn't know what I was doing. So if somebody had taught me how to do it, I probably would have been a lot better. So I took that passion on the other side and, made sure I taught athletes how to be more efficient. And with that, you see an improvement in power, you see an improvement of output, understanding of movement, how to like protect themselves. So I feel like I can contribute to the sport in that way.
Yeah, I like that. Like that a lot.
Hey, Jerica. So every time I go to Vegas, it's a whole bunch of stuff to eat, right?
Yeah.
But it's hard. But sometimes if I'm out there for a week, I want to find some soul food, and it's hard to find. If being from Mississippi, if you had to pick one meal that you could bring to Vegas and get anytime, I don't care what time, when it is, it will get cooked perfectly. Give me your meat and 2 sides that you have to have. It can be 3 sides, but give me what your meal would be, your go-to for soul food.
Mac and cheese.
Oh, yeah.
Candy yams.
Hold on. Mac and cheese in the oven or on the stove?
In the oven. What's
sure.
on the stove?
Okay.
I've never seen mac and cheese on the stove until I left for college. I was like, what is that?
What are those?
What are those? Exactly. Like
he said in the oven. Like, what you talking about? Is that a question?
It's supposed to go.
Yeah.
So I'm a turnip green lover. So I know everybody has a weird feeling about that. Everybody likes collard greens, but mix me mustard and turnip.
Yeah.
It never made a real difference to me though. As long as I got some cornbread.
Yeah, I mean, cross can be a little tough depending on who's cooking them, right?
Yeah.
So question. This is a Southern question.
All
Do
right.
you eat your greens with your hands in cornbread or do you use a fork?
It depends whether I got a fork or not.
If it's cornbread, you gotta pinch it and eat it. You gotta mush it. If there's no cornbread, you eat the greens with the fork.
Yeah.
yeah, sure. My mom still do that. Like there's no forks that exist in the world today. She eats her greens, cornbread. Like, come on now, you too grown. You too grown for that.
So they'll be my sides, and my meat of choice is hard because I know you're not supposed to have the swine, but give me a smothered pork chop any day.
Yeah. She cooking.
Hey, you like the tenderloin chop or the one with the darker meat, the real pork chop?
The real pork chop,
sure.
where you finish with the bone at the end. Just chew on the bone a little bit. Yeah.
That one for sure.
Yeah. I don't even pull when I make my pork chop sandwich. I don't even pull the bone off. I'm just
You don't.
The bone.
You don't. You just supposed to eat around the bone. That's it.
Yeah, if you take the bone off, that's a pork chop sandwich. PORK.
Not poke chop.
POKE. Pork chop.
Pork chop.
For sure.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
That's it.
I'm with it.
Hey, your people from Raymond in the chat, they're saying they're watching you and they love you.
All right. Hey, what's up? Who was it?
Louisiana Glenn said, yeah, she country.
Hey, look, I'm coming to you live from downtown Jackson. And even though Utica ain't far away, it's a long way away.
It's a long ways. It's a long
Yeah.
wait.
Yeah, life changes by the time you get to Utica.
Yep.
Where is Utica like in comparison? Like what state is it closest to?
From Jackson, it's like you're going toward Louisiana, like you're going toward Vicksburg, toward the river.
Okay. Okay.
So it's more on the Louisiana line than it is the Alabama line.
Okay.
But it's
Shout out to
similar.
the- Shout out to the young man I met from Utica, Mississippi last night at the restaurant out here in Hawaii. I didn't get his name, but he was he was a young man there. Had a nice little date there. I said, look at this young fellow chilling up in here. I spoke to him. He happened to be from Mississippi. I said I'm from Alabama, and I had to ask where. He said Utica, Mississippi. So small
Really?
world. Yeah,
Very
Hold on,
small. The
hold on, Chico.
population
he couldn't have
maybe
been no
like
kin to Uncle
300.
Neely though.
You ain't framed it like that with us, Chico. So let's
How
be
did I?
careful.
Oh, Lord.
You said you met a guy. You ain't said this guy was on a date and you walked over to him.
No.
No, this is what you told us before Jerica got here. You said, man, I met a guy last night for Utica. You left it at. Now when she on here, you said, I saw this dude. He on a nice little date. I go there, speak to him. Like, what dude? Were you blocking? You trying to get his girl? You trying to get him? Like, what? Why are you walking up to somebody on their date, Chico?
I knew he was gonna turn it around. Nah, man. The man was sitting next to us. And when you have kids or our kids get a little loud, so I just kind of was courteous. I said, man, sorry about that. But when he turned around, I was like, oh, this is a brother. So that's when I spoke to him. And I said, where you from? He said, Mississippi. Oh, we cousins. I'm from Alabama. That's all it was.
So why when I met you and I said I was from Mississippi, you ain't tell me we were cousins? You start cussing to me talking about how bad my state was.
That's that third eye.
You were trying to get up on that man woman, Chico. Like that's the difference. Ooh, we on a date. I'm gonna pay for their meal.
Y'all see what I have to deal with?
That's tough.
Hey, can we talk about Unrivaled and the WNBA? How about that?
Of course. What you got?
Well, I'm a little bit late on it, as far as the Unrivaled go. Can you tell us the difference in Unrivaled as far as the WNBA? What does the Unrivaled bring?
So Unrivaled is 3-on-3. So there's more space, it's a shorter court, and they're playing full court. So you have an opportunity to kind of see the girls perform with a little bit more space. So the creativity is there, how they see the court, one-on-one actions. And so they still have a tournament-like feel. So you still have playoffs, they're playing for a championship. But there's also a component where the girls go 1v1, which is unheard of in a elite league, right? So they go 1v1 for a chance to win the overall 1v1 title and the 3v3 title. So it's a lot faster. So the injury risk is there, in terms of the speed of the game and the deceleration load on the game. But it's a lot faster. You'll see the girls actually do more, I think, in a 3-on-3 action versus 5v5. 5v5, there's more space. I mean, there are more people. More people to kind of like have your back. But in 3-on-3, if once you're down, you got to turn around and go back and play defense. So it's a little tougher in that regard.
Are the staffs able to work for both leagues?
Yeah. So it just depends on opportunity. So there are a couple of us from both leagues that worked both Unrivaled and the W. But with the permission of your organization, of course.
Jake, let me ask you this. Championships are truly a top to bottom organization thing. You can have the best 5, have 2 off the bench, the best 7 in the world.
Yeah.
But if the support staff, the coaching, management, ownership, all of it, it literally takes all of it to win the championship. Yeah. And you being there for this entire process leading up, to this one, y'all got a quote unquote stacked team, right? Y'all are favorites. But then early in the season, you lose by 50 points, and they're like, oh, it's not going to happen this year. Then y'all, Chico's favorite word, galvanize, go on this run and win it, shocking people, even though people were expecting it. Yeah. With all that in mind, what was it like for you to hold the trophy, knowing that you were a part of winning this, even though you weren't playing?
Yeah. I feel like Unrivaled foreshadowed our season. So if you go back to the Unrivaled season, it was the first one. And I had the opportunity to work with both Rose and Laces. And so Rose ended up winning the championship. But if you remember, Rose was ranked dead last coming into the season. And so it was spearheaded by Chelsea Gray, of course. It felt like that a little bit. So once you see the girls work, you're like, it's there. It's just not clicking. Like you saw what it could become. It just wasn't clicking in the moment. And all they needed was like more reps, more exposure, more time together to iron out the kinks. But it's hard to do that when the lights are on, right? And so all you can do from the background is just like continue to motivate them, remind them of who they are, remind them of where they've been, remind them of their accolades and their successes, and just like don't allow them to be defined by this moment, right? And so that's something that they remind themselves of. But sometimes when you're in it, it's hard to see. But what I do love is that our staff, the support staff, was team aces from the very beginning, and to see them work through something so hard, like I told you, I had a praise in my spirit. I knew they was gonna get it, but I didn't know how. Right? I saw glimpses. I'm like, if they can just get it together, they're gonna win the whole thing. And once they started to move and really show what they're capable of, the job on my end is just to keep them healthy enough to do it, right? So you're working on prevention, you're working on recovery, you're working on making sure that the bodies are ready and right for the opportunity. And all they needed was the exposure. And to hold the trophy it was a spiritual thing for me, You trust God, you like, God, I see it, I know it. It's just a testament to life, that things are gonna get hard. It's just about how do you handle hard,
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Don't, Chico, don't.
We have a
Yeah, you gotta be careful what you say around this.
Pause.
Yeah. Like
Uncle Neely was just about to tell you how to handle hard around this thing.
Where's my holding oil? Y'all got that holding oil over there?
We need it.
Talk to
now,
him, Jesus.
Now that we had a break in action, now go ahead, Chico. Because you can't say something like you gotta.
How about this?
TV time out, Chico.
Try to read that super chat right there,
Oh, see Maven with the $11 super chat. He dropping on Jerica. Appreciate that. Congrats, Jerica. You're elite at what you do. Quick question: how do you approach perennial nerve damage rehab for athletes aiming to regain full explosiveness?
That's tough. Yeah, sorry. That's tough because perennial nerve damage can be very limiting. And so when you talk about nerves, you got to talk about like power output and actually motor function. So the way I would do that is a couple ways. First, I need a nerve conduction study done to make sure that there's actually life there, right? So if you're dealing with any type of like nerve palsy or nerve damage that affects like motor recruitment, then we may not be able to get as much motion or activity out of that muscle as we would like to, right? So using some things like stem with movement, iso contraction, iso holds, and then just building the program out from there. So it's hard to say without a true evaluation how to get you your explosiveness back. But the first step is to make sure that there's actually life still there. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about
it's like you can't till grass, you can't till like non-fertile ground almost.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, well, how's the soil? I don't really know. So
boom, right.
Yeah.
What about a 40-year-old that has just ruptured his Achilles? How did he get his explosiveness back? Especially if he says like, man, I can't even run. Like it's hard for me to run. Like what does he need to do?
He's throwing shade at Deuce, Jerica.
Yeah, I know what he's doing.
Real question.
What's your life's goal? Like what's the goal after this? Are we trying to get back on the court? If so, why? What are we doing? Maybe golf.
You know what, Jerry, I'm tell you exactly what happened. When I tore that Achilles, I drove to the doctor, and then I'm with my left foot.
Yeah.
And I get in there and he was like, look, we could cast it up right now, but you gotta make a decision. If we put it in the cast, you ain't gotta get surgery, but you will not regain that explosiveness. But you won't have to get surgery. You just have to take rehab serious, because basically what happened is the scar tissue will bond back, and that'll be your new Achilles for intents and purposes.
Right.
And I was like, I ain't trying to go to the league. I'm 37, so like, hey, I can't miss no work.
The thing about an Achilles, and I love our physicians, but sometimes like I'm bad with taking no for an answer a lot of times. So it's like, if you tell me it can't happen, I'm going to ask you, why can't it happen? Can you explain to me why it hasn't happened yet? Or have we not just utilized the tools we have to make it happen? So maybe not explosiveness for like a 50-inch vert, maybe 24 or 27. I don't know. But I think that trying the same way you would post-operatively in this conservative route, you could still end up with some pop, just not the pop you had before.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Could I go back? So I think they told me the surgery would consist of cutting a sliver off my calf and tying that between the break in the Achilles and the bottom of my foot. Could I still get that done even though I got the scar tissue holding my Achilles together?
It depends on what it looks like on image. So you have to let your orthopedic or foot surgeon take a look. But sometimes they would decide at that moment if it's worth reconstructing or if you're already at your best.
Okay. I appreciate it.
Output right now. So the next step is go see a doctor and get an MRI.
All right, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Hey, Jerica, before you roll up, WNBA question, like league-wise, Aces-wise, your schedule-wise. I know you just had the championship, just had the parade. When do you guys' timeline get back into it? When is y'all's off-season training? Is it year-round, like all the sports are becoming? Like, what's the calendar?
Right now, we're still a summer-based sport, right? So we're still May, October in terms of gameplay. And, we do training camp just before that. So I haven't had a chance to take a look at the schedule for next year just yet. But right now, we're into the off season. So the girls are off. A lot of the girls play overseas or going to play in Unrivaled. And Unrivaled is usually over with early spring. And so the girls will get back into it around that time before they get into the season.
Gotcha. And then during that time, you're still based in Vegas with the organization, or?
So this year I'll be doing Unrivaled again. So otherwise I'm full-time. I'm here 12 months a year. But I'll go down and check in on the girls in Unrivaled while I have an opportunity to do so.
That don't mean text her when you're going to Vegas, Chico, just because she's there year round. That's not what that meant.
I'm a fun time. I'll be a good vibe. I wouldn't bring no negativity.
Fun time.
I'm a fun time. Yeah, I'm bringing positiveness around, and I'm
a good time. Okay, boy.
Bring your holy oil with you.
Step with the people at their table last night.
She said, "Bring my holy oil with me."
I just repeated what you said. You need.
Hey, well, let me go here before we get up out of here. Top 5 WNBA players of all time.
All time.
All time.
That's not even fair.
Yes. Let's get it.
That's not even fair. No, not ranked in any particular order, of course, right?
You don't have to do that.
Okay. This is tough. Because I want to say all 5 are here now.
Amen.
That's how you do it right there, right?
I gotta give my girls their props. All 5 are here now. But you gotta give Lisa Leslie her props. Cynthia Cooper, Asia, Diana Taurasi. Gotta give it up to how many I got? 4. Gotta give it to Becky. Got that Becky.
Lisa Leslie, Diana, and Cynthia Cooper. I like
and
that.
Cheryl Swoops. I gotta keep going. Like I can't. I need more fingers.
Nice. That's a nice list right there.
5 is hard.
Right. Man, my last question is this: $2.2 billion in media rights. WNBA starts in 2026. How excited were the people to get that type of commitment? Because we were talking like the last year, it was the underpaid thing, and even this year. So now with that type of media commitment, how excited are the people in the WNBA?
I can't speak for the athletes or the coaches or the league in their excitement, but I would hope that that brings joy and excitement to know that there's a investment of that magnitude into the W. It's always positive to see it growing.
And you said you was a nerd. What was your favorite subject in school?
I'm weird. I really like science, and you know what's funny?
What?
I went to an all-black high school, and in my science class, we played spades all day.
Oh, wow.
I can't even tell you what I learned in science in high school, but when I got to college,
you got life lessons.
Yeah, I mean, it's my job to continue passing along the culture. I taught a couple of our athletes how to play spades.
Hey,
look,
let me tell you this, Jerica.
We playing spades.
Yeah.
If somebody told me, hey, Neely, out of your 4 kids, if you could take something from them and give them the ability to play spades at a high level, I don't care if they know how to drive. I don't care if they know how to balance a checkbook. You know how to play spades. That's way more important.
Right.
I agree. Because it teaches you strategy, teamwork,
Yeah.
how to read the room.
Talk without talking.
Yeah.
That's right.
How to read the room, social cues. There's a lot going on there. Life lessons. I'm with it.
Man, shout out to Utica for teaching you spades.
Yeah, of course. Heinz HS is closed now, but
All right. Well, go ahead and give a shout out before you get up out here. Family, friends, hometown, school, people that need to
hear social media. Let them know where they can find you at.
That's right.
You can find me at Hey Dr. J. That's Hey Dr. Jae. On Instagram, Threads, and Facebook. I want to give a shout out to my family, my nieces, Kiara, Gabby, the twins, my dad, my brother, my church family, my hometown, the ACES organization as a whole, as well as my alma mater, ULM and Arkansas State.
Hey, Dr. J.
Hey.
Dr. J, that's hard.
We appreciate you joining us.
Yeah, no worries.
And we hope to have you back once again. Continued success in what you're doing in the W and in professional sports as a whole. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
When you throw that big joker down, you make sure that mofo spin. Oh,
yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Man. Great interview right there. Great getting to know Miss Thomas. Dr. Thomas, let me get it right. Shout out to Dr. Jerica Thomas, man. When the last time you been in Utica?
Woo! Man, you get right there, you put the accelerator down, not the brake.
Mm.
Shout out to Utica, man.
What
cut through that on the way to Alcorn, the way to Vicksburg, man. Utica got good folks. Utica, Bolton, Edwards, that whole area of what's rural Hines County. It's in the same county as Jackson, but it's out what we call the sticks on the way to Vicksburg. So shout out to Utica, man.
That's what Hines Community College is, right?
What they call it.
Hines Community College?
Yeah, Hines is in Raymond.
Okay.
Yeah, so Raymond and Utica right there next to each other, Edwards, Bolton. Then you come into Warren County where Vicksburg is, or if you cut south, you're going down toward Port Gibson, going toward Alcorn then.
Okay. Man. I remember driving down there to Jackson. It's a highway down there that looked like a movie scene at nighttime when you ride. Got the trees.
You on Highway 18?
Oh, you know exactly what I'm talking about, don't you? I was like, damn.
So like in the city, the Highway 18 looked like a highway, but when they cut into rural Hines County, where you're going like to Utica, Hines AHS, it's like 1-2 lane with trees overhanging.
Trees over. Oh my God. Like a tunnel of trees.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was crazy right there. But we want to give a shout out to everybody in the chat also that kept us going and that's going to keep us going and got Dukes. Happy birthday.
Yeah, I think we missed some birthday supers as well.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna, if I can get it out, I'm gonna click through them as you guys read them right here.
Yeah, shout out to Big Beats Franklin. Man,
there we go.
Yeah, Chico looks like we got about 300 for my birthday shout outs, huh? Cheekbo look like I got 300.
Cheekbo, I got 300.
Cheekbo. Lulu, appreciate it. That boy C Baby asked some high level questions. I'm starting to think, is he really AI?
Might be.
Reggie Branch, appreciate that.
10. I got 5 on it. B-Day Inhaler Fun, Big Cud Dukes, Big B Franklin in the hizzy. Miss $19.99. Happy birthday, Duke Super Chat. C Maven went to $20.99. Be good. We can't be good, C Maven. Unless by good you mean bad, because bad meaning bad or bad meaning good. Dennis with the 5 on it. Bruce says he can't wait to meet Dukes. Is the pink gonna be out?
Lord have mercy.
Said he can't wait.
Real BJ Nelson. Appreciate that, Real. James Ferdinand, my partner. Appreciate it, man. You know it's your partner when you take the T out. Partner, that's your partner.
Partner.
ML Duke.
Hey, brother, ML Duke's
A-Town in the building. Oh, 5-star.
Call Ella Nessa 5-star. Oh, no, Ella Nessa, thank you.
5-star chick.
Yeah.
5-star chick.
Look,
Man, you know, speaking of
the game, what's up? We got that boy Cox on there.
we forgot to ask her, man.
What?
I'm gonna text her and get her answer. We forgot to ask her. She right there in Vegas, even though she said she's gonna be gone this weekend to H-Town. We should have asked her who she had, Cash Money or No Limit. Because that's what they doing in there. They doing it in Vegas.
Yeah, that's gonna be huge right there, man. I might need to get to Vegas for that one right there, dog. It's gonna be a whole bunch of armor fatigues and icy hot going on out there, boy. Well, it's 40-year-old fans. You got Ben Gay and back pain, icy hot.
If y'all not doing nothing tonight, man, check in around 9:30. I'll be going live on my channel tonight too.
Most definitely. Y'all take them super chats over there. Duke's the scoop.
You can say it don't matter where you send them at. Hey, it all get to the same place.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Hey, look, to Chibo.
Oh yeah. See, this money go to Uncle Neely. Ain't true.
Kevin Dorsey.
Chico, listen,
you serious?
Chico, it's our birthday, okay? I was sending the cut.
Damn, my birthday in 9 days, guys. My birthday in 9 days.
We ain't gonna ask nobody for a damn thing on yours because you already got yours. Yours on Shopify. In escrow.
That's mine. Thank you.
The last thing you need is gifts.
He said we gonna ask for a damn thing on yours.
That's like your birthday gift for 15, and then like Christmas comes up like, no, you good. You good.
Hey man, y'all still got time to send them in. We're gonna hold on for another 30 more seconds. How about that? Oh, birthday.
All right, so I text Jerica, Dr. J. Hey, Dr. J. I said we forgot to ask you. It's in Vegas, even though you'll be in Houston. Who you got? No Limit or Cash Money? She answered in all caps with 5 exclamation points.
No Limit.
She said Cash Money.
Cash Money. That's right. She younger. That's right. She said Cash Money.
Yeah, I'm going No Limit, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Maybe
it just depends on the disadvantage that No Limit comes in with. They have what's equivalent to a lot of guys on the injury report that's going to be out this ball game. That's going to be out for the big matchup. You got C Murder.
That's a great point. And I say this about verses in general. Other than like say, because you get to it's who you produce, who you wrote, who you performed. So it's extensive catalog opportunity. Like other than R. Kelly, who nobody would beat. Everybody else's depends on who go first and how you respond. Because it ain't really like a true versus like totality. It's a versus in this window. So if Chico do song A and then I do my song B, well, hell, I already lost that round. And so that selection of how you respond is a mofo.
I also think that I would love to see more of a celebration than like a battle. Like you know how like it was very tense, the Gucci Man and Jeezy battle, although it was good, but it was almost like everybody was you cut the
but versus Dipset and Locks, they competed, but it was
fun.
It was more of a fun deal. And even if you watch DMX and Snoop, although they were in this, they didn't have a crowd, but they were in the same studio and they did it together and they kind of celebrated each other. I would love to see Cash Money reacting positively to No Limit songs and vice versa. No Limit bouncing around to Cash Money songs. That'll be something that has never been seen before. And I think that'll be more of a celebration of both of those two entities like that. Let me know what y'all thinking in the chat. More of a battle or more of a celebration?
Particularly the age we are now, that'd be beautiful.
That'd be beautiful, dog. That'd be. And I think it'll only soar those catalogs because after every versus, those the what do you call it? The streams go up for each one. So I think their streams will be through the roof. So
I think people gonna remember.
Great.
They gonna remember No Limit. My bad. I think this is gonna make people remember how impactful No Limit was. I think that's what it's gonna do.
Absolutely. Great point, Chico. And I like what Leon said, because that's exactly how that E40 and Short Dog was too.
That's right.
If y'all hadn't seen that one, go watch that one. It was just a damn party.
Right. That's what I'm talking about.
It was like, oh, that's how you coming? Okay, all right. And they were walking out each other's music.
So yeah, man. So they play bling bling, and then we play body or whatever. However it is, hey, let's celebrate together now.
I think it was Keisha and Love. Yep. She responded to my R. Kelly comment. She said it had to be R. Kelly versus R. Kelly remixes. He his only competition.
Do y'all think R. Kelly could compete with Michael Jackson?
He beat Michael Jackson.
He wrote.
He would beat Michael Jackson.
He wrote one of Michael Jackson's biggest songs too.
Yeah. He would beat Michael Jackson.
What song was that?
I don't know about beating Michael Jackson, but it would definitely it'll be a good battle.
What song was that, Chico?
Shit, he wrote more than one for Michael, I think.
I mean, I had to look it up. Wasn't it?
Because that's what I'm talking about. When you do R. Kelly's performance, his songs, what he wrote, shit.
Right.
He'll be taking away stuff that people use against him because, no, that's my song. Yeah. And I just let you sing it, but that's my song.
Number 1 on the Billboard charts. The first, what was the song though? You Are Not Alone. That's the one. You Are Not Alone. What?
R. Kelly mofo, man.
R. Kelly cold-blooded. And he wrote I Believe I Can Fly. You can stop the battle right there.
Bro, hold on now. We not just finna talk like Michael Jackson.
No, we're not doing that.
Hold on now. You can't just
Michael Jackson walk out and mofos faint. I'm talking about grown ass men, and he ain't even said a word. I ain't taking nothing from Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson is the greatest entertainer that has ever graced the face of this earth.
Period.
However, in a versus battle, where these are my songs versus your songs,
right?
And
we singing live.
Songs had. I put 100 on all.
And now let me say this. Now, when I lived overseas in Europe, that's when it was during the time when Michael Jackson died. And I remember coming outside and hearing Michael Jackson music blasting. I didn't know what was going on. I walked outside. I walked towards the music that I'm hearing, and I see hundreds of people in this hall or in between these buildings. I don't know what they call it, but they got this 100-foot screen up playing Michael Jackson concert. And people are there crying, bent over crying, hurting like they're crying. I said, what's going on? Michael Jackson just died. I said, damn. I'm way over on the other side of the globe and people are falling out crying. I said, he the greatest right there. It was done. Drop the mic right there. I'm not even in America.
You can low key, because then with Mike, man, you got Jackson 5 songs too. Bruh, man, Mike. 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 Oh,
I'm still going. It ain't no knockout. I'm going 12 rounds. R. Kelly the winner, 2-1.
Hey, you know what? Hey, you know what we ought to do one day?
Battle right
we ought to come up, because I'm definitely going with Mike. This is what we ought to do. I know we can't play the songs, but we ought to come on here one day and just say the song titles.
Oh, I thought you was gonna say you come over here in your Michael Jackson gear, come in his Michael Jackson gear, y'all battle it out.
He always want to change it to something physical, man. Like he always wants to leave
Chico alone today, but
he always wants to see something. He wants to see like somebody in some glitter shit. He wants to see somebody in some ass out jeans. He always gonna take it to I want to see it. Let me see it.
So man, this man is crazy. He is unhinged. So I wasn't even gonna say nothing. I just looked. If anybody saw my face when he started telling the story about the young man from Utica, Mississippi, the first thing he said, I saw this young man from Utica, Mississippi, looking nice. I was like, Chico.
On a nice little date.
The man was dressed nice. His date was dressed nice, and they just happened to be sitting next to us. I didn't want to disturb him.
You might even could have said a good looking couple. You were just like, he was looking. You made it about him. This young man, he was looking nice. You didn't say
nice looking young fella. That's what the old uncles say about the nephews when they see nephew. How you doing? You look like nice looking young fella.
Y'all the same age.
Unless he's
he wasn't the same nice looking young fella. Just a young fella, like he was 20-some, might have been military.
He's like,
nice little date there. I said, boy.
He said, boy.
Go back years ago. I'd be doing the same thing. Sit here on the date with a young,
like, what you say, Chico?
Lady.
You seen that boy looking nice? You said, boy.
I said, y'all
he was a knee slapper. Chico slapped that knee.
Ooh, Chico
got one here.
Boy, back in my day.
I ain't gonna lie though. He did. His partner came. They had a little double date.
His partner
had them two little. His homeboy came. His homeboy had a date too, so they were on a double date.
I be telling you, Chico, words like partner and alternative, you can't use them words.
Boy, Chico, man.
Man, you know
his
what?
life partner came.
Y'all just make sure y'all come on here and y'all battle with y'all glove and your Michael Jackson gear on. We're gonna see who
And
wins.
this man, now we go. This back to the point. Dukes wanted to suggest ideas, just come in with a playlist, and then you say, "Oh no, Dukes, you wear your glove, and Uncle Neely, you wear your ass out chaps." And
The fact that you have ass out chaps. Is
the fact that you want to see them.
Hey, boy.
Bring those.
Boy, man. Boy, Chico, man, you just don't know, man.
Thank you guys for coming out once again for the morning run and getting you a nice little workout in with us. You know, now you should be nice and lubricated and sweaty and ready to go.
Tomorrow, Coach Prime's presser. Wednesday, Travis Hunter's mom will be with us. You know, he just had his first touchdown in the NFL. Thursday, Big Adam, light-skinned Adam coming on. Then Friday is Freaky Friday.
It's freaking Friday.
Hey, crazy, bro. Hey, Kevin Dorsey. Hey, man. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh out loud. Oh, my bad, dog. Hey.
Chico needs to be on the list. What list? I need to be on the list. You just said you got me if I come to Las Vegas. You got me for a ticket.
You off that many tickets. You might want to be on that list with us. Because I went off that something mentioned damn thing.
Oh, man.
Kevin, what you wish for, Kevin Dorsey? That joker pull up. Hey, Kevin. I got your email.
As you pull up with the ass out.
So what we doing in
Vegas? Hey, boy. Hey, man. Once again, shout out to Travis Hunter. Like y'all said, first 100-yard game, first touchdown, really balled out. I think he had like 13, 14 targets. They're making an effort to get him the ball and to use him in ways that he's going to be most productive, mostly on offense this past week, but also had a pass breakup on future Hall of Famer, number 17. Damn, I forget his name right now. I'm looking at not Hopkins. Hopkins over there with the Ravens, but Adams. Yeah, Devontae Adams. Shout out to him, man. He had a big game, 2-3 touchdowns. So
he had his assless chaps on.
Yeah, the assless chaps. Thank y'all for coming out once again. That's gonna be the last time I say that, and we're gonna let Dukes go enjoy his day of birthday.
Happy birthday, Dukes, man. Many more to you, brother.
Man, appreciate it, man. 9:30 tonight, man. Duke's channel, the scoop. I'm hanging out.
Share out Dukes live later on. No, we're not sending Chico nowhere. Kevin Dorsey invited Chico. You invite Chico to Tampa, he might come. No,
Yeah.
Sorry.
Go ahead, flew me out. You gotta flew me out.
He won't do it.
All right, man. Peace in the Middle East. Throw your shockers in the chat. Have a great day. We'll be back tomorrow. Got Coach Prime's presser. Dog. Peace in the Middle East, man.
Shout out to Dr. J. Great interview, Dr. J. Appreciate you coming on.
Amazing interview. Appreciate it.
WNBA. Get hard for it.
Chew. That damn Chico.